I have merely voiced what they said over the past 35 years, so here goes. You ready?
I'm ready. Oh, hold on. We're going to do a break here. We'll get you off on a clean footing here in just about 2 minutes, so stand by, Lindsey. I'm Jeff Rense with Lindsey Williams, and put on your seatbelts and hang on. We're at $45.60 a barrel right now, and there are big things going on. We'll be right back. Mr. Lindsey Williams. All right, Reverend, go right ahead, please.
Well, Jeff, now let's make the predictions. From $147 a barrel to $50 a barrel, that's history. It's over with. It has taken place. It's staying there now. It stayed there for about a week and a half, somewhere around $50 a barrel. Now people are willing to listen to the next thing that they're to face. So I hope you have those pencils and paper handy. I'm going to make a number of predictions based upon what this gentleman told me, who gave me a call the middle of June and said, this and this and this is going to happen. Here we go. Number one, crude oil will remain $50 a barrel and lower. It may fluctuate a little bit here and yon, but it is going to remain around $50 a barrel for a lengthy period of time. I hope you heard that, farmers. Everyone that's planting a crop, all of you who'd like to take that trip that you've always dreamed of, $1.50 a gallon at the gas pump back on the East Coast, $2 a gallon some places in California and Hawaii. It will remain $50 a barrel for crude oil, approximately $1.50 a gallon for gasoline, and it's going to stay that way for a period of time. I know a lot of people have said to me lately, Chaplain, it's going right back up again. No, it isn't. Not based on what the gentleman told me. It's going to stay there. Now, don't think they're doing you any favors, because they aren't. They did not take it to $50 a barrel for the sake of being a blessing to you folks that are driving SUVs. But believe me, they were not trying to do you a favor.
No.
And they weren't trying to pull America's economy out of the doldrums either, Jeff.
No.
No, they have another ulterior motive in mind. This gentleman told me, I said, sir, why? I didn't call him sir. I called him by his name because I knew him very well years ago. And I said, why are you doing this? And he said, Chaplain, the country of Iran is really bothering us. He said something must be done with the Arabs, and in particular Iran. And he went on to explain what they're going to do to the Arab world. Now, I'm going to read it to you.
Mm-hmm.
Just a few days ago, out of the Dow Jones news wires. You can go back and check this out for yourself. On the Dow Jones news wires, they said Saudi Arabia, 90% of whose exports stem from oil, has sought to maintain the price of oil at $80 per barrel. They said the kingdom has been obligated for more than $400 billion in defense, energy, security, and infrastructure projects And if the price of crude oil goes below $80 a barrel and stays there for any lengthy period of time, and now I'm going to put it in my own words, Saudi Arabia will basically go bankrupt. They'll be in trouble, big trouble. They based their economy on $147 a barrel. They obligated themselves, as many of you did, which took out mortgages years ago and bought automobiles on interest and boats and all the rest of it from the bank on payments over a period of years, and then refinanced those homes. And Saudi Arabia and the Arab world has done the identical same thing. Every oil-producing country in the world has done exactly the same thing. The city of Dubai, in the country of Dubai, the beautiful, world-class, 5-star city, such as has never been built on the face of the earth before, 2 of the tallest skyscrapers, in fact, I think the tallest building in the world, which they're building there,
right,
has come to a halt because they cannot get continued financing to build it. You don't mean to tell me that a country that is that wealthy with oil must have financing? You're exactly right. They built these things based on a prediction of $147 a barrel oil. It has dropped 2/3 in what they're making in the way of profits. Can you imagine the billions and billions of dollars that these countries are losing every day because of the price of crude oil going down by 2/3 now? Keep it that way. Keep it that way for 6 months or a year. You mean to tell me, Mr. Williams, that you're predicting that this is going to stay this way for 6 months to a year? No, I'm not. This gentleman who called me back in the middle of June said the price of crude oil is going to stay down there until we have accomplished what we want to accomplish. And not only that, Jeff, but they have something in their pockets that they can use to keep it there if they want to, which they haven't used yet. Those 2 oil fields. You remember me mentioning them on a program that we were on before. I asked him, I said, how are you going to take it to $50 a barrel? And basically he said, we're going to open up 2 major oil fields whenever necessary. One of them was announced by Fox News on Thursday, July the 24th, 2008. Go back and look it up. You'll find it. A huge oil field north of Russia. The Jakarta Post, Jakarta, Indonesia, said it right on the front page of the Jakarta Post newspaper. They said that there is an oil field there with 320 billion barrels. Now, Saudi Arabia only has 264 billion known reserves, and this oil field has 320 billion barrels that they know of. Whenever the price begins to go up again, you're going to bring on these oil fields and drop it right back there and keep it there for a period of time.
Well, they're apparently, according to your friend, intent upon breaking the back of the Arab oil cartel permanently by bankrupting these countries. Very interesting, and it appears that that's exactly what's going on. All right, we're going to hear more from Lindsey. Don't go away, and do click on his name, visit his website, and we shall continue in just a few. Appears to be to break the back of the Arab oil cartel, and apparently the oil reserves are going to be tapped to keep the price of oil down at 50 or below until that is accomplished. And then, of course, once that happens, things become very cheap, and people can go in and buy them up at reduced prices, shall we say. All right, Lindsey, go ahead.
Well, the next prediction, Jeff, based upon what that gentleman told me back in the middle of June. And here it is. Hope you have those pencils handy. Please note And whenever it happens, don't you dare say Lindsey Williams is a prophet. Just say, by the providence of God, give him all the glory.